What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today, and welcome to the morning movie chat, where we're going to be talking about comic books, movies, and just other things out there here on this morning show. Thank you all so much for being here today. Make sure that you smash that like button on your way in to the show. Thank you all so much for being here. The main topic we're going to talk about today is this recent controversy going on about Miles Morales Spider-Man, or tokenized Spider-Man. Yes, we're going to talk a little bit about that. I know a lot of people have different feelings regarding this subject, and you know what? The argument itself sometimes gets misunderstood by others, and people just, you know how it is. Like when you hear like some gossip about something, it's like something minor happened, and then next thing you know, like 5 people later, it's like the worst thing in the world. That's kind of like what this is. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that, but thank you all so much for being here today. And I also want to say shout out to all of the Myrtle Maniacs. Shout out to all the Myrtle Maniacs who help support the channel with their hard-earned dollars. Let me see. Yes. So thank you to all the Myrtle Maniacs. Oh, sorry, I got something going on with. There we go. Computer stuff. Shout out to all the Myrtle Maniacs, the channel members. What we do with the channel member money, some of the money that we do here is I go out there and I support crowd-funded comics. I pick different creators and things out there so we can go support their projects and get them in, and then we can, check them out and, see how they are and things like that. And I'll be quite honest with you, I've got a lot of videos, a lot of these books I've got to go through with the members still here, doing some reading, showing off the art, and a lot of things on these books. But some of the things that we've got here just came in the mail today from some of the crowdfunding comics that we have recently backed. This first one right here comes to us from Trevor Fernandez Linkovich. He is the creator of and the publisher of Pocket Watch Press, and he was the writer of this series that we have chosen to back. He has a channel here on YouTube called Dark Knight Nation. You can go check it out. Can you guys hear? Is that better? I don't know. Maybe that's better. All right. So you can go check out his channel. Let me know if let me know if the audio is too loud or if it sounds like it's clipping or anything, guys. Because it looks like it's kind of going into the red here a little bit for me, and I know if you know me, I'm a loudmouth. If I start to flap my gums too much, I get even louder. So let me know how that's all going. But let's get this thing open here. Oh, all right, got it all like double packaged here. Good deal. All right. So this one is a book. It's called Area 51: The Helix Project. Now, I've mailed some copies of this out to some of our channel members already. I've mailed some of these out to some of our channel members already for supporting the channel, and also because they're helping bring these books to life by helping supporting the channel here, and I go and support these books. And in this case, I've actually sent copies of 1 and 2 to some of our supporters out there, because I'm like, hey, you guys are helping me. I like this book. I like this series. He's a small creator, first time creator, right here. And let's see. Oh, and there was a note that he had on there. I'll have to read here in just a second here. So it was on the envelope. Okay, so here we go. Super packaged up, all nice and well. Oh my God, look at that. That is freaking beautiful. Okay, this is Area 51, The Helix Project, issue number 3, and take a look at both of those beautiful covers right there. Those are absolutely beautiful. Is that not? I don't know, man. Those are very, very nice. I like the. Oh man. And it looks like he sent 2 of this alternate cover as well. Now I know there was some problems between with shipping when this book when he got this book was apparently FedEx had sent it to the wrong address, so he had to file claims and all that stuff. And in the meantime, what happened, I believe the printers went ahead and reprinted and sent him out these copies for us, and they actually upgraded some of these books to cardstock covers. And he went ahead and got them out, and he still managed to get these out in a very, I would say, a very timely release, getting this book out with all the delays from like I said, and there wasn't really any other delays, like the paper shortage and all that stuff. He had the book printed, he had it shipped to him. It got lost in shipping because it didn't get delivered to his house, and the books are who knows where. And they still managed to get these printed, shipped, and sent out in a good time window that I'm very happy with. And I gotta say, man, one of the creators I am absolutely proud that the Myrtle Maniacs are backing. Pocket Watch Presses, Area 51, the Helix Project. You've got to check this series out. I actually just sent some issues of 1 and 2 of these to another, I guess you could say an acquaintance of the channel here, because I had some books that I was sending his way. That was Nick over at Comic Burrito. Don't tell him I said that, because I don't know if I don't know if they'd be watching my shit. I know we interact a lot on like Twitter and Instagram and shit. Me and the Burrito guys, but don't tell him. Don't tell him I sent those copies to him. I figured it's somebody, maybe he hasn't heard of it and maybe wants to give it a shot. So, but I'm also going to get a hold of Trevor and the writer, and I'm going to see about getting some more copies of issues 1, 2, and 3. I want to get them into my local comic shops. Just a few copies of each, just kind of the full series. And then I also want to get more copies to send out to more of the channel supporters as well, because he has them at a very good price when you even go to buy them like online from his shop and things like that. So I'm gonna do that. I want to keep supporting him. He's doing a very good job with this series. I can't wait to read Area 51, the Helix Project, issue number 3. Both issues so far have been absolutely great. And this one, I actually picked a lower tier. I only got the single issues before we got some of the bigger tiers. We put on a whole bunch of extras, and I ended up getting that early digital copy. I didn't get it this time, and I didn't get the digital copy. You know what? I'm gonna hit him up and pay for a digital copy and get one from him too. So I had that. It's kind of nice when it comes to the crowdfunded books. Then I don't have to sit there and like get my fingerprints all over them. I can just keep them there and then just read it. I'm good with that in that case. I'm good with that. But let's see. I see we've got Mike Porter in the building. We've also got Aggressively Relaxing. Ooh, he's gonna want to be here soon for this discussion that's going around. Tokenized Spider-Man, Chillmonger, my man. This is somebody we should probably include in this conversation as well, to be quite honest with you. Mike Porter says, me at 6:15 p.m., approximately 9 p.m. Eastern. It's Spidey Day, yes. Yes, me and the kids are going to be going a little bit later. We're going to be going at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. for all you people out on the East Coast. Yeah, where's everyone? You know what? There probably wasn't notifications or anything sent out for this, Mike Porter. Yeah, there probably wasn't. Let's see. Yeah, I stopped interacting with Veedo. Too much of a burro. That's funny. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but that's funny. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about, and that's one of the things that we're gonna discuss. I mean, a little bit here in just a few minutes about the tokenized Miles Morales, tokenized Spider-Man, I guess. Miles Morales being tokenized. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, well, that I'm just using that because that's the word that was. That's where the argument all stems from. So now the next book that I got here, the next package that came in the mail that we got here, came to us from our friends over at Coffin Comics. Yes. Woo! And guys, I'll show you here in just a little bit. Me and the channel members, I was gonna do it, but life happened over Monday and Tuesday, and to do a giveaway, because we got some giveaways that we're going to be doing with the channel members for some of these as well. For some of these some of these crowdfunded comic books that we're doing. Got some, you'll see in just a minute. But this right here, let's get this out of the package here. Coming in the box, it's all nice and packaged up. You know what? I'm almost surprised that Coffin Comics don't have their own custom mailers like the guys over at Iconic Comics do. Have you guys seen the books from Iconic Comics? Like, I can't bring myself to throw the boxes away. I can't bring myself to throw the boxes away. They're too pretty. They're too pretty. Let me see if I can find one here. I know I've got some around here. I'll have to show you guys. They're just beautiful boxes. I'm like, oh man, I can't throw them away. Can't throw them away. Okay, so we got 1 layer of bubble wrap, 2 layers of bubble wrap, bam, 3 layers of bubble wrap, bam. Now we got this. We got this right here. These are perks and all the goodies, the unlocked goodies, all the extra things that come with the main perks as well for crowdfunding these comics. So let's see what all we've got here. First of all, we've got questions, exchanges. Greetings. So the good news is that Lady Death Omnibus Volume 1 has definitely arrived in the US, but the not so awesome news that it's still delayed at the port due to supply chain issues out of our control, and our shipment unfortunately won't make it to Coffin headquarters in time for general fulfillment of the Sacrificial Annihilation campaign. However, never fear, we will ship your omnibus separately and packed in the mighty Coffin manner as soon as our shipment arrives at headquarters. It has undergone our rigorous and world-famous quality control process. We apologize for this inconvenience. This supply chain stuff is kooky, and we want you to know that they appreciate your patience and understanding. If you have any further questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact us at inquiries@coffincomics.com. Thanks again for backing Sacrificial Annihilation, the Coffin Comics crew. And you know what? I want to give a huge fucking shout out to the people over at Coffin Comics, just like even Trevor over at Pocket Watch Press and some of these other creators who are very good about customer interaction, letting you know what's going on with the products that they are selling to you that you are helping support. Right here, this campaign was supposed to come with the Lady Death Omnibus. Yeah, but as you can see in the letter, it got delayed. They let us know. You know what they did? They still sent out the main comic and the perks because there was the Sacrificial Annihilation and the Omnibus was an add-on to that. And so they still sent the rest of the stuff out while they're waiting on everything else. I think that's absolutely cool for them to do that. Honestly, that's really so cool because, you know, that costs them extra money. That costs them extra money to ship this wave right now to send these books out and then send the omnibus later. That costs them. They're not charging, as far as I know, they're not charging us extra for that. We paid the shipping the one time. They're taking the hit on that. And let's be honest, sometimes shipping charges on places, they're a little bit more anyway. But that's very cool that they are doing it. But they're also been in the game a while, to where they have a lot of things kind of lined up, and they have a lot of the experience that some smaller creators don't have. But even as I said with Trevor over at Pocket Watch Press, he had his book delayed in shipping and all of that stuff, and he still managed to get the book out in time. And they have been in, you can subscribe to their newsletters and all these different kinds of things to stay in the loop, as well as on their campaign pages through Kickstarter, you can stay updated. They're very good about doing that, keeping you, the customer, informed. I absolutely love it. Let's get into the perks here that came with Lady Death, Sacrificial Annihilation, and then we'll get into this conversation that we're gonna have about Miles Morales. Okay, we got some of the trading cards. Some of the trading cards here. Lady Death right there. Ooh, Satanus. Yeah, look at that. Let's see. Chaotica. Yeah, check that out. Insurrectus. Atrocity. Michael, the Archangel. Mad Mike and Rotzo. Let's see, Lady Gunfighter. Oh, yeah, there we go. Man, this is a whole lot. This is a whole lot of these cards they got here. Tiva Steelheart. Conjurer. Zach and Zane, the Xander Bros. There we go. Was that Hanya? Wargoth. The Everkind. Let's see, Madam Midnight. Man, there's a whole lot of these. La Muerta and Loco. Captain Scargrave. Volnavia. Volnavia. Okay. Serena. Devlock. Okay. Devlock. Then we've got Pony Death. Yeah, right? Yeah. The Sisterhood. What was that? Muaji? Brock and Char. I'm telling you, dude, there's a lot of these, right? The whole stack of them. And I remember when they were doing this, they were showing off a lot on the campaign, on the Kickstarter thing, that all the different cards that they were putting up. The Progeny. Hellslinger. Kincaid. Okay, and now we got the Coffin Comics Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation. This is going to be the memorial card. This is number 1. That artist is Reik. R-E-I-Q. This one right here is memorial card number 2. This is art by Jose Varese and CC De La Cruz. Let's see. Another memorial card number 3. Sora Sung and CC De La Cruz. Beautiful. That's nice. Let's see. Commemorative card by, Paolo Pantalina and Chuck Michael Obach. Then, was this one of the magnets? Magnet there. Then, this is the, I think this is like a metallic, is this a card or sticker there? Let's see if we can get a good look at it somehow there. Yeah. Some of those are kind of hard to show off. Then the sticker, campaign sticker as well. Bookmark. I always like they put these bookmarks in there too. It's nice. I use them a lot when I'm going through like the omnibus, when I'm reading some of my omnibus and stuff like that. They come in really handy. So yeah, stack of cards, all this stuff, all these stickers, things like that. Very cool stuff. Oh, no, don't drop card. I don't want to have to pick you up. There we go. Very cool stuff. The extra perks that they give you with some of these campaigns here. Now this campaign, we actually, I spent a little more money because I wanted to get that Lady Death Omnibus, and there's reasons for that. Channel members will know soon enough. Okay, so then let's get in here into the comics that we have here. Let's see. We got who else joined this? We got Star Wars Santa joined the chat, as well as Will Morgan, my man. How are you doing? Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is the Sacrificial Annihilation. This is the black and white edition. This is one of the extras that came with it as well. For hitting, you know, the milestones that they get. And then here's going to be like a lot of the, just the pencils of the art and everything in this book. Absolutely beautiful stuff, right? Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then, let's see. Enchantments, number 1. What is this one? I'm not even sure what this is. This is, oh. Nice. Me likey. Me likey. Oh yeah. It looks like it's got a lot of the different covers that they have done for the Lady Death different books. Lady Death Enchantments. All right. Let's see. Enchantments is a collection of imagery created for Lady Death's sacrificial annihilation, featuring some of the finest illustrators in the comic book industry today. And that's exactly, yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly what it is. See, they even got like that photo variant in there. Yeah, cool. So it's got a lot of the different covers in there as well. So that is very cool. Very, very great. And then here we've got the Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation. Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation right there. And I believe this is, was this signed by, can't remember if we had it signed by him or not. I can't remember if we had it signed or not. Let me see. Do I see signature on there? I do not see a signature on there. So we may not have got the signature on this one. On this one, it doesn't look like. And I can't remember if it did it on the other one as well. But that was the Premier Edition, which is the paperback version of these books. They also do plenty of other versions, soft covers, and things like that. And then I also got this one right here. This is the hardcover edition, Paolo Pantolina cover of Lady Death's Sacrificial Annihilation. Absolutely beautiful. Take a look at that cover. I showed you the trading card of this as well. But absolutely great. Absolutely great. Now, the reason, I mean, maybe you're asking yourself, Trinity, why'd you get 2 of them? Okay, yeah, this one's definitely signed by him here on the inside. Why'd you get 2 of them? Well, the reason, here, let me get this back in this package here. All right. What's this? Happy holidays. Oh, they gave us a holiday card as well. And then a little card if you need customer service. I'm telling you, they're the best. They're the best. But why? Why did we get this right here? Well, channel members, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. One of our lucky channel members is going to be getting a copy of this Lady Death Premier Edition, Sacrificial Annihilation Premier Edition. It's going to be given away to one of our channel members. I actually have several other projects that I got to do the giveaways for on those still. Just been very busy with life, and these Coffin Comics has been cranking these out here throughout this year. I think they've had 5 projects this year, and we went and backed a lot of those. So we got some of those giveaways that we're going to be doing. This was just kind of something that I decided to start doing for the channel members, and because they have a lot of these by the time you do the add-ons and stuff at relatively decent prices for what we're doing, and also to just give away to our channel members for them supporting us here on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. So I will be doing this giveaway with channel members in a live stream here very soon. And like I said, we've got more coming for them as well. In the first place, for all the channel members. Oh, man, sorry. So much stuff here. So much stuff here. So many great comic books. So many great comic books that we've got there. But anyway, let's see who all we've got here. What everybody's saying now. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? Okay. Awesome. I love ending discussions with my perfectly correct take. Absolutely. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Aglax. I hear you. And thank you so much for being here, Star Wars Santa. Are you going live, Star Wars Santa? If he's going live, he probably already went live. He usually goes at 9. Sometimes at 10. Make sure you go check him out. Okay, Aloys Doddle says, Young Ripper 59 is right about Miles Morales being a tokenized character. I think the character could be used for something else, though. It's a salvageable situation. Aglax says, one of those discussions. People need to stay consistent on how they give labels. If I fix my sink, I don't get to call myself a plumber, but If you blow one guy, people are happy to label you. Oh man, Aglax, funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. Aglax is hilarious. Aglax is hilarious. The kid Spider-Man ain't he? Well then I guess he's Spider-Man. Mind your effing business. Will Morgan starts lurking. Nice. Okay, Miles ain't Spider-Man. I think Peter Parker when I hear the word Spider-Man. Yeah, I hear you. I prefer distinctive identity over a shared identity, says Chillmonger. Yeah. So I was in live chat mode. Oh, yeah. All good. Andre Oro, 24K says hello there. How are you doing, Andre? Let's see. Hello. Star Wars Santa says, I'm attending a technical meeting for work, but listening to Second Street Marvel while pretending to listen to the meeting. Nice. All right, good deal. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and kind of get into this main topic here. Let's get into this thing I really want to talk about. And again, shout out to all the Myrtle Maniacs who support the channel with their hard-earned dollars, who helped us back those crowdfunded comic books as well. But let's go ahead and get right into this. See if I hit the right button. Yes. Okay. Recently, there's been this argument going around, and I know what it stems from. A lot of people talking about Miles Morales Spider-Man or tokenized Spider-Man. I know some people don't like, some people don't even like talking the conversation and all these kinds of things, but one of the things that it is this kind of conversation goes around often about, particularly about this character, Miles Morales. Now, in case you guys don't know me, I watch Young Ripper 59. One of the channels I watch him pretty much daily. Watch him, rant and rave about stuff going on in the news, media, different entertainment things like that. Very good channel. I like just the kind of commentary that he does. Well, naturally, I listen to watch other YouTubers and channels and things like that, other content creators. And one of the things that Young Ripper 59 is kind of outspoken about is Miles Morales Spider-Man being a tokenized character. Now, this argument came up again for whatever reason. I don't know. I can't even remember. Like I said, it comes up occasionally every few months. People talking about this. I mean, maybe it was because that Across the Spider-Verse trailer came out or whatnot. I don't know. But whatever the reason is like some people always get upset about this argument that he has about Spider-Man, Miles Morales being a tokenized version of Peter Parker and things like that. And he has videos on it and he talks about it. And occasionally this probably comes across somebody's recommendeds and they get upset about it and start making videos and the Twitter thing ensues and all of that. Now, no matter how you feel about it, I do kind of feel like his argument is right that the character is a tokenized version of Peter Parker Spider-Man. I feel that way. I feel just kind of like handling the mantle down and you haven't really necessarily created that original character. Now, that's what his argument is about the tokenized Spider-Man. And of course, that gets a lot of pushback out there where people start arguing about it, about just that, him not being tokenized and he is Spider-Man and all this. And the argument starts to go far from being him being tokenized Spider-Man to, well, he's still Spider-Man and all these different things. And it's like, that's not the argument, okay? Like, that's not the argument from everything that I have seen and heard. The argument is just that he's tokenized Peter Parker Spider-Man. And like I said, from everything that he kind of lays out and everything, I kind of feel that he's right in that sense, but going by the definition he's using and everything which he lays down in his videos, I agree. I completely agree. And for a lot of the reasons that he says. Now, what the argument starts to be is you see all these guys online that obviously have pushback about it. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. You can have whatever opinion that you want to. And that's the beauty of this thing that everybody seems to forget is it's okay for you to feel however you want to about Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, or anything like that. Nobody is telling you that you can't like Peter Parker Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, whatever Spider-Man you want to like. There's a Spider-Man for everybody out there. Peter Parker, Penny Parker, whatever, whatever you want. Like, there's like nobody's telling you that you can't like whatever Spider character you want to like. But that's what it starts to be, you know. And nobody's telling you that you can't like whatever character. So the thing is everybody starts to push back, and it goes away from the original argument that he has. And like I said, you can feel about it however you want to feel about it. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Nobody's telling you can't like it, but that's where the argument always starts to go. Now, no matter how you feel about it, that's really the ultimate thing anyway. Nobody's telling you you can't like it. Nobody's saying that it can't be good. Somebody's just saying what they don't like, along with somebody else who's giving the opinion that this character is that. Now, whether you agree with that is a completely different thing, and you can argue those points with him. Ultimately, because I don't really need to argue them. It's like I could care less. I don't really read Miles Morales Spider-Man. My son loves Miles Morales Spider-Man. I don't make fun of him for it, you know, because I could care less. I can let somebody have their opinion. I can let my son like Miles Morales Spider-Man, and you know what? He can let me like Peter Parker. He doesn't make fun of me for it. He don't really give a shit. Right? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Nobody's telling you can't like it. Now, people might mock you and they might laugh at you if they don't agree with you, but that's the same thing as just about any other opinion. Now, like I said, whether you feel about the same, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about it? Izzy? Hey, like I said, by the things that Young Ripper 59 lays out, hey, I agree. I completely agree. I'm not saying you have to feel the same. I'm not saying that you can't like Miles Morales Spider-Man. And a matter of fact, I haven't seen anybody say that you can't. But that's, like I said, I see all the arguments later come down to, oh, you could like whatever Spider-Man you want. Well, nobody said you couldn't. Nobody said you couldn't. Like I said, all these other silly arguments start to come out. I watched this video, this mind-numbing video where somebody was doing gymnastics about... about the definition of the word tokenized and going in and all this. And I'm just like, bruh, it's okay to just say that you disagree and leave it at that, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But let me know how you guys feel about it down in the comments below. We'll talk a little bit about that. But like I said, to me, you're free to like whatever you want to like. Nobody's making fun of you for it. And some people just have opinions on it that you don't agree with. And I think it can easily stay at that. Unless, of course, you're a YouTube content creator, and that means that you've got to go out there and make videos calling somebody a bunch of names for their opinion. And hey, if that's what you want to do, cool. It's all right. I'm not saying you can't do it. Just like I'm not saying that you have to like Peter Parker Spider-Man or Miles Morales Spider-Man. You're free to make your own choices. It's okay. But let's get into live chat. See what everybody's saying. See what everybody's saying here. Okay. Two Gun Pedro. Pew pew. My man says finally caught you in a live stream. Not spoiling Hawkeye. Yeah. Not today, man. Not today. Not today. Yeah. Blame TikTok. Oh man. Yeah. I know. Chillmonger. I seen that. Are you talking about the TikTok with the kid in the sport coat and he's sitting there like. Hey, let me tell you something, guys. Will Morgan says, I'm sorry, this is annoying. The conversation of Falcon claiming he himself being a tokenized character happened in the 1970s. Really? I have to check that out. Send me the issues. Yeah. Aggressively relaxing says, a lot of people are talking about this. Seems strong. Well, I mean, like a lot of the people on the Twitters and on the YouTubes, they're all out there talking about it. I mean, like those people, like the people that you know. I mean, not everybody, but like a lot of the people that I know talking about it. What's funny is, like a lot of the people I know that are talking about it, they don't really read the comics. They don't really give a shit anyway. Some of them are just arguing to argue. Will Morgan says, I mean, look at the 42s surrounding Miles. The lotto ball The spider's back to bite him. References to Jackie Robinson. Chillmark says, I choose to like Peter Parker Spider-Man. He has 800 comics using him, and I expect there will be 800 more of him. Absolutely. Two Gun Pedro says, my favorite Spider character is, drumroll, please, White Widow. Anyway, sorry, had to go there. I had to go there. I had to go there because I had the book right there. I got you. I got you, Two Gun Pedro. Pew pew. I'm right there with you, man. Absolutely, absolutely. Tokenized Spider Trinity. That's what I say. Oh yeah, I'm already a mix. I'm already a mix of everything. Yeah, I'm already. Oh weird. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, like I said, the whole thing. You know what it comes down to when it comes to this conversation. It always comes down to the same thing. Like I was talking about, is ultimately comes down to the same thing. So many other things that you see out there, these arguments out there, is it's ultimately somebody else trying to say that what you can and can't like, that you have to like their opinions or agree with them or feel the same way as them about some of these things. Look, it's okay for somebody to have their own opinion that this character is a tokenized character, and it's okay for you to disagree with them. It's okay. You don't have to fight with like weirdos about it. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to. Well, like I said, unless you're a content creator. Unless you're a content creator, you got to. If you're a content creator, yeah, I guess you got to. Yeah, be like, oh, yeah, I gotta make videos about this Trinity. What are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. Sorry. Microphone's being all. I think I need to tighten the bolt on it. It looked like it was sinking on me. Avengers 181, first appearance of Scott Lang. They limit how many Avengers. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, and the funny thing is, like I said, a lot of the arguments always start to, like, you know, and I see people start to talk about, when they're talking about this subject, they start to have just these other different arguments outside of the original argument. It's like, look, I get it, like, you know, I think, and the thing is, like, you can make sense of the arguments and everything, but the ultimate thing is, like, whether you like it or not is completely a personal preference. You know what I mean? Completely a personal preference, and it's okay for somebody else to not like what you like. That's okay. Hawkeye was kicked out. Falcon was put in his place because of affirmative action, which Falcon hated. Interesting. See? But that's, yeah, absolutely. Interesting. Yeah, I like that. Kicked out, he was put in, yeah. Well, I mean, but is that why? Okay, yeah, because of, yeah, okay, yeah, see? And they're making that kind of, yeah, real. Could you imagine, like, are you saying that they took a real life situation and put that into a comic book? Are you trying to tell me, Will Morgan, you son of a... Are you trying to tell me that they got politics in comic books? Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Seriously, like the arguments are so weird. I mean, like I said, you can feel however you want about it. And look, just because, you know, it's just like something that like, just because something is just because it has politics in it or has whatever something you don't like in it, doesn't mean that it can't be a good movie or a good comic book or anything like that. I mean, I think a good writer can take subjects that are controversial or even take subjects that you disagree with them on and write a good story about that might be able to get you just to think about things a little bit differently. And that's ultimately what it's about. It's not that you have to agree. It's just that you might understand a little bit more, or you might get in some sort of, or maybe you won't. But you will see somebody else's perspective. Good writers are good at doing it. I guarantee you, you've watched plenty of movies, read plenty of comic books by somebody who disagrees with you and your political stances and thoughts and things like that. The things that you love, right? I guarantee it. In the comic world, they took the real life thoughts of affirmative action and highlighted both sides. Hawkeye and Falcon were both pissed. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. And that's the thing is because like people act like you can't understand what something is like. You know what I mean? Like, it's very weird. Very weird. Like people like, oh wow, like you can understand that without ever having that happen to you. You can understand. You can write about that. Yeah, it's so weird, right? But anyway, guys. Let's get into something else. I was talking about this book the other day. This Captain Marvel book, or Ms. Marvel, I guess. Where they were talking about Kang and Immortus and how Ms. Marvel ended up getting pregnant by Immortus. And I was talking about how there was some interesting things in this book that really reminded me as time was cracking and breaking down. It really reminded me of like the Spider-Man, some of the stuff happening in Spider-Man No Way Home. Like you could see, I'm not for sure what it is, but you see like a lot of this like reality breaking, time breaking and stuff like that. This little purple down here, some of the little lines and just some of the things that they're showing here visually through this as he's telling this story. As you can see, like see you can see more of it right here. See all that, all those purple lines in there with the crackle and everything, all of that. That's reality breaking. Because what they had was like look. Let's see, where's it at? Where's it? I know they had a good thought they had a good spread of it here somewhere. Oh yeah. There we go. You got like dinosaurs and shit there. You got knights showing up. All different people from all different kinds of throughout time and history. Maybe, yeah, exactly, Will Morgan, exactly. But you got all these things breaking down, and times being kind of ripped open and everything. And what happens is it ends up being Carol Danvers, Ms. Marvel's kid. This kid named Marcus. He was creating this machine, and Hawkeye came in and destroyed it. And this is where we find out that it was actually Immortus that impregnated, because Ms. Marvel's like, bro, it's impossible for me to have a kid. There's like absolutely no way. And reading the comic book, you can actually tell there's really no way. She don't really have any romantic relationship with any guys in here. And throughout the series, there's some like kind of weird writing too. Like in one of these issues, you see her kissing like 3 different dudes, and it's not necessarily her kissing them, but them kissing her, and just like I don't know. I'm not talking like a peck. I'm not talking a peck on the cheek kind of kiss neither, guys. But anyway, so we get this story here where Marcus is talking about how his father went and was trying to fix some things in the multiverse. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Aglax says, that's really interesting, Will Morgan. I'm not really familiar with the comics. Did Miles ever address the issue a decade ago in universe? wait. That's off. She was impregnated by a version of him. Yeah. Right here. Jesus, Simon, right. Right here. And this is where it comes out. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Very interesting things here, like, because you see that crackle of time being broken there, like we see in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Remember, like, oh, I can't stop from coming through, and you see all the purple and stuff, and like you see it looks like time's ripping open. It kind of reminds me of that same thing here. Will Morgan knows what I'm talking about here. But right here, Carol Danvers says, but Marcus, I've never even met Immortus. How could he? And he says, he didn't. I did. Here's what he says. Please hear me and try to understand. My father was an incredibly powerful man. He ruled the land of Limbo, a realm of no time where things never change. He was also the undisputed master of time, a responsibility as awesome as it was lonely. He says, once his solitude His solitude grew so oppressive that he determined to temper that emptiness by taking a mate from the world of his origin, Earth. And to that end, he traveled the time stream, eventually coming upon a scene of tragedy and upon a female victim who he knew from viewing the future was not destined to survive. He pulled the woman from the chilling waters, saving her, and so he thought himself. Once back in limbo, through a combination of gratitude and subtle manipulations of my father's ingenious machines, the woman fell in love with him. My father then created within limbo a pocket of change where a bubble where time flowed naturally. Do you understand that? He's the ruler of limbo where things never change. Time doesn't move. It stays the same. Within that, he created a bubble where time went naturally in his world, in his reality, in his time. He took a woman there and wooed her into loving him. And this is where she said, she says, "But how? I mean, I wasn't the one who bore you, wasn't I? And I was the one who bore you, wasn't I?" And he says, "Yes, in a manner of speaking. But let me continue." And he goes on here. He says, "My father elected to raise me in the pocket of change so that I could could grow. He seemed happy, but there was one factor he hadn't taken into consideration: the possibility that there might be a limit to the time that mortals could spend in limbo. Though he seemed to accept it quite stoically, when my mother was ripped back through space and time to her own world. I'm afraid I wasn't so complacent years later, however, when Immortus himself disappeared, never more to return." So, what he's saying, that there's a time limit that mortals could spend in limbo. They could only be there for so long. And then even Immortus himself eventually disappeared. He says, and it says, this aspect of Immortus' persona died with Kang back in Avengers 143. Okay, now he goes on. I wandered the unchanging vistas of limbo for what may have been an eternity, feeling lost, betrayed, and terribly alone. Even escape to my parents' world was denied me, for as a product of limbo, my mere presence on Earth would cause an irreparable disruption to the local time stream. Get it? But then I hit upon a plan. Since I had been born into limbo, why couldn't I be born onto Earth? And by accelerating the birth and maturity processes, perhaps I could negate the time flux distortion before it became irreversible. I know, some heavy shit. I knew that an exceptionally strong woman would be required for such an undertaking, and through numerous time scans, I determined that Ms. Marvel, the powerful combination of Kree and human strengths, could be the perfect vessel. Thus, I plucked you from the flying craft you were operating over what you call New Jersey. She was piloting a craft. And this is in issue 197. And they actually have that in here as well. There's reasons I didn't read that before. Anyway. And he says, and brought you to limbo. He says, well, I knew Immortus' devices could bend your will to mine. I didn't want you that way. So I set about winning you. To aid my purpose, I brought others in from Earth's time continuum. I had Shakespeare write you a sonnet, and Beethoven performed an original prelude in your honor, while Marie Antoinette herself clothed you in the finest of satins and silks. Finally, after relative weeks of such efforts, and admittedly with a subtle boost from Immortus' machines, you became mine. And in the pocket of change, we became one. You get it, right? You know what he means. Through the electronic wonders at my command and with my own inherited powers, I was able to implant my essence within you, causing a condition that resembled pregnancy. I gotta be honest, like they went back and retconned this in a way, and because this is like pretty cringe, it really is. It really is. But it also adds so much drama to it. Like if they did this, could you imagine if they actually put this in the MCU? Like, dude, like all the things they try to do in the MCU, if they put the story in there, it's like, bruh, why wouldn't you want to? I get it, it's controversial, but like, anyway, he says, and even then, as my corporeal form faded into oblivion, my father's preset mechanisms masked your recent memories and transported you back to your flying craft a mere second after you had left it. And he says, once reborn, I knew that as my artificially accelerated growth progressed, the limbo effect would become stronger, but I had hoped to build a machine to negate the effect before I reached full maturity, and the effect became permanent. Then I could have lived among you, using my knowledge of time and history to better the human race. But when my machine was destroyed, Hawkeye, I knew there was no time to build another before the limbo effect became fixed. Therefore, since I cannot and will not cause the destruction of a world just to realize a dream, my options became either to return to limbo, living in solemn, solitary hell unto infinity, or else goad you Avengers into killing me and thus sparing me. Remember in the Loki series? Remember in this series when the he who remains convinced the Lokis to kill him? And he says, now I have no options. And this is where they go into, a little bit more of, blah, 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 what's going on. But I just thought that was very interesting considering, like I said, we see some of that crackle and everything going on there, like the time and space being ripped open, the same as like we see in the Spider-Man movie. Like I said, like I said, see all that right there, that stuff coming through right there. It's just like in the Spider-Man movie. Time, space, limbo, multiverse, right? Am I wrong? No, Walter, you're not wrong, man. You're just an asshole. Okay. Oh, man. Oh. Hey. Oh, man.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right. Sorry, I was going for something else. I was going for let's see if this will work. Let's see will this work?
Bermuda, baby.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, let's get in here into the chat. See what you're saying before we get ready to end the stream. Hey guys, let me know. Are you guys going to go watch Spider-Man No Way Home tonight? Are you going to see it tomorrow? Are you going to see it this weekend? When are you going to see it? Let me know. Down in the comments below. Let me know. Okay. Jesus, I'm aggressively relaxing. Says, Will, don't inform him of the controversy. Watching Trinity speculate about MCU using this storyline is my favorite thing right now. Yeah. But because it's very interesting. Like, I could see where they could take elements. But that story itself, where she wasn't in any romantic relationships and she pretty much gets taken advantage of here, like, I could see that happening in the MCU with the same thing, because we see the same thing out of the Carol Danvers character in there. She don't have any kind of romantic relationships or anything like that, or really even any interest. And, I mean, Yeah. The Miles story doesn't directly talk about Jackie, but parallels the story as Miles going to a private school like Robinson going to the White League. The number 42s all over the Spider-Verse are Easter eggs for Jackie Robinson. Oh, okay, yeah, nice. Although there are 42s all over Marvel, like in Iron Man's Mark 42. Yeah. See, Will Morgan's one of those fucking nerds that, like, you know, he's got this old meta egg that he does. Like, he knows this shit. This is his wheelhouse type shit. Will Morgan's the guy who should be like the big, you know, like those like theory crafters and shit out there. Not even like the leakers, but the guys who are just creating theories. You know, like kind of culty. Like, this is like the kind of shit that Will Morgan needs to be doing. Yeah. Okay, Aglac says, lights blunt, nods approvingly at the storytelling. Yes. Will Morgan says, this is a great, shocking storyline. Absolutely. Hi, who else is ready for tonight? Wheel of Time episode 7. Penultimate season episode. Nice. I haven't seen it. Stop it, Will Morgan. Not Will Morgan, but stop it. Stop it, Reefer Man. Okay, yeah. I will go see Spidey ASAP. Not sure when, though. All right, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I got tickets. We're going to go see it tonight. And then we're going to go again on Sunday with my wife. And I was asking the kids this morning, should we go see it on Friday also? And then maybe on Saturday, too? And then also with our tickets on Sunday? I mean, then do we need to go again on Discount Tuesday? And then... yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it is. We'll see. Maybe I'll watch it tonight and I'll be like, man, I'm not going to watch it on Sunday. F that. Maybe. You never know. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thank you all so much for being here on the 2nd Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Again, let me know all your thoughts on this stuff. Let me know what you thought about those books. What do you think about Area 51, The Helix Project? If you've ever heard of it, if you've ever read it, let me know what you think about Lady Death. Channel members, we're going to be doing some giveaways on that stuff as well. Got several different things here that we're going to be giving away. I've also got, I've even got copies. I've even got copies of this right here. This is a Horizon Comics exclusive. This is Radio Apocalypse issue number 1. This is the trade dress variant right here. We've also got a copy of the Virgin variant here as well of this book that we're going to be giving away courtesy of our friends over at Horizon Comics. To get entered into that, all you got to do is get tickets just by hanging out here in the live streams. And as soon as it hit 2,000 subscribers, we're going to do a live stream. We're going to get together. We're going to have a lot of fun and do that. I think we're about 120 away, 130 away, about 130 away. So make sure that you do that. Also, you could always go buy a copy of this yourself as well on their website. But anyway, yeah, they got several different. You can buy them in bundles. Should definitely check that out. I'll make sure that I have. Dang it, I don't have the link with me right now. Dang it. I need to put one of the Nightbot links in there. That's what I need to do. Matter of fact, I think I need to reactivate Nightbot. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a very good day.
Stop it.
Sorry. I'll stop it. But thank you all so much for being here. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Go enjoy Spider-Man No Way Home tonight. And we'll talk about it more tomorrow on the Trailer Park Live. Later. Yeah.